Good afternoon from Six Flags Great Adventure. Today is June 9th of 2024. It is Arkham here. We got a couple of updates to share with you on Flash and just to go around and have a great day here at the park. We're gonna go check out a bunch of other rides. It looks like from the parking lot it's not too bad. Already got both of the security gates open here. We're gonna take a look over there and see what's going on back there. I'm very intrigued. This will be a fun day. Off at first glance, this looks amazing. The sun is starting to come back out too, which is awesome. I love this view here. This is the locker building, and that is the top of the spike right there. That looks incredible. Nothing back there, but yeah, that final set of supports are in. We'll go check it out from the front. But yeah, vertical construction, 100% done. Yeah, the sun's really starting to come out now today. Here we are at the Lion. Right now, we're gonna head over to check out the construction on Flash right now. And I think I also see the Sylvester and Bugs in their 50th outfits. They look great. Here you are outside where the chill roll was. Feels like they kind of lowered the fence down a little bit here. Look at all that gravel that's right there. The pathway that's gonna eventually lead out. There's all the gravel. There's a couple cranes. I think crews are off today. Let me move over a little and see if we can get another good sight here. I don't think I'm gonna get a better sight than what I just had earlier. They actually fixed up the fence. No, not too much. We're gonna have to get around to the other side to see, but it's a pretty menacing sight. Looks great. Here's another angle from the bathrooms that are right over here. The cable for the transfer track, and you can see all the way in the back there. That's the support that they had just put in. So now there are no more supports that got to get put on this ride. 100% done with vertical construction. Outside the giant wheel now. Oh wow, the Flash brass band is playing Rush E as they usually are. This is the new motor that they added in, but they took a motor out in the process. Very interesting. I don't know if they're replacing all the motors, but it is certainly a possibility of something that they are doing. But you can also see in person just how nice the new paint looks on this ride. Now let's go into Movie Town of Metropolis and see what updates they have for us. Current wait times here, not too bad. Wait times, Ka's down for weather, Superman's down for a bit, Devil's at 10 minutes. All around, not too bad of a day right now. There's no wait at Medusa either. So, it's gonna be a pretty good day. New view with the new ride. Flash done. So our next assignment is figuring out what to do with Cyborg. Let's get a closer look and see if we can see anything else from the way of Flash on this left side here. Up at a closer point now. No new changes. Obviously the big change being that guy right there being put into place. No new work, no station work yet. Still gonna be a little while before we get to the station. I'm gonna get on a ride, go on Justice Week for a little bit. See how I can get my score up on that. Maybe get a better view back here, if anything. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, nothing new back here.
Where you get placed in the city. We'll need our best fighters in the most dangerous battles. Speaking of blasting bad guys, let me tell you about the high-tech weaponry you'll find on board. Electromagnetic.
You can still walk away. Wait while we apprehend the remaining members, including Cyborg. If you decide to continue with your support of the Justice League, then remember, You've been warned.
Listen.
Metropolis now. I got a ride on Justice League. The first screen was busted. I got about 100K, which is better than I thought I would, knowing that the first screen's busted. I noticed that the first screen room gets you like the most amount of points, so I guess really your score can just vary based off of that. But we're gonna go around and check out some of the other things in the area. I just ran into Mr. Toro, so I'm gonna see him a little bit later. So as of right now, I'm gonna check in on the line for Batman the Ride, and I'm gonna get on Batman for a bit. Gotham City Park, home to Batman the Ride. A very small looping coaster, but don't let its size fool you. This is one hell of a vehicle. One ride on Batman later, in the back, row 8, right side. Very good ride in the back. I definitely highly recommend checking it out in the back when you do get the chance. It is a very intense ride. Great cheese. And as I said earlier, it is a little beast. Outside Nitro now, we're actually going to skip Nitro for the moment. So I know it's running 2 trains, but there's actually, when I was on Batman, there's actually a whole, maybe it's extra parts, but there's a whole disassembled train that is right to the left side of Nitro Station. Yeah, they are running 2 trains, which is good, but unfortunately, I think right now it's best that we wait until a little bit later on to get to Nitro. And Devil, we're also not going to get to because it is still doing its 1 train situation. In case you guys don't know, it is currently down because it is having some train issues with some of the other trains. And there is a sign that says there will be extended wait times. I'll show you what that sign looks like. It's actually right up here. The wind is blowing the water here at Skull Mountain. I guess that must be a sign. I guess this must mean I gotta get a ride on Skull Mountain, right? I guess so. Sounds like a party. Skull Mountain Party. And it's a station way. Here we are outside the topiary of Skull Mountain. We got 1 ride on Skull Mountain. Pretty solid ride and through a different song that I had this time. So then again, it still has its own individual lighting packages seemingly depending on the song, which is interesting. But all I can say to that is, well, at least it gives it some re-rideability. At least that's how I feel about it at the current moment. Let's head up through the lakefront so we can get to Dream Street. So this is very interesting. This is the Chop 6 location, but now it is Great Adventure Resorts special events. I don't exactly know what that would qualify, but if anybody knows what they're going to be using the space for this year, definitely say something. So it seems like Chop 6 might be entirely gone in exchange for a special events area. And also, Jolly Roger is open amid the rumors that people like to spread. And also, word on the street, in more unfortunate news, the Skyway is said to not be returning for this season. Now, they could be doing a year-long renovation on it, which could take more than the season that they had wanted to, which is a possibility. But it's looking like Skyway is not going to be open for the 2024 season, unfortunately. And I know there are a lot of fans of that ride. It's a more rare attraction, so hopefully we'll see it back up next season. Here we are outside the Joker. Let's see if there's any signs of them adding double-sided walkers at the current moment. It doesn't seem like they have anything here yet, but let's take a look and see if there's any spots where they could put double-sided walkers. I think easily what they could do is that they could fill up that little back and forth room here, and this could be the spot for the double-sided walkers. They already got the concrete. They just gotta rip up all the queue space and just put in the double-sided markers, the double-sided walkers, and you're all set. And lovely view here. I love this view so much. Kind of glad they didn't get rid of it though. They kind of kept it. They didn't like put a ride in or anything. I mean, they definitely have the space to add a ride if they really wanted to, but I think what they have here is just fine for right now.
Well, background is together very loud. What's about that? So, please tell me that thing. I'm about to see my animal. Once you get on the ride, so, please tell me that thing. I'm about to see my animal. Exit.
Heading down Dream Street, you got a entertainer juggler, I guess teaching Foghorn Leghorn how to juggle. That's pretty fun. Slowly adding in some newer bricks along the way. Looks like these are some newer ones. And Toro is closed today. Very unfortunate. I don't exactly know what they're doing, but Toro will not be open today, sadly. I do have to give credit where credit is due, though. I mean, the park's not running fully everything. They don't have Toro open for the day, but it seems like they're trying to run multiple trains where they can on most rides. Obviously, Devil being the culprit of only having one train ops for a while. I do have to say that they are trying to work around that, and it's a little unfortunate, but hopefully whatever's wrong with Toro, they can have it back up for next weekend. Here we are at Medusa. Seems like they're running one train right now, which kind of begs the question if they have all their parts for their other trains too. So that's certainly a very valid and open conversation to have about this ride, because I would think by now they would have at least 2 trains running on it, but that does not seem to be the case whatsoever. I think at this point it's fair to say that Medusa could be missing parts for their other 2 trains, since at the current moment. Right now, there's only one train running, and it's been running one train for the past 2 months, so that is a little bit concerning now that Jersey Devil's already missing parts for their trains, and now I'm starting to think that could also have affected Medusa as well. Medusa is the first four-whisk roller coaster, so then again, it's coming down on its runtime very soon, so that is certainly a possibility. Look at all these cranes. So many cranes are out here primarily for the construction of the log flume, the reconstruction, I should say. They've been putting so much work into this. They got cranes, they got worker tools all over the place. It is absolutely crazy. They are really working hard to get this thing open by July 1st, and I really commend them on that work. This is where Runaway Mine Train is. That's Flash. Yo, how? That is crazy. In the last vlog, there was a trough piece that was right here, but now it has been moved into place, and look at the paint. You can actually see a very distinct difference on the paint color now. Seeing that they're measuring it out on that spot right there, seeing how the paint will react. But if that's the paint color, that looks insanely nice. As for the rest, again, they got a big crane up there by the lift hill. They've been moving. They've been moving very, very fast. I don't see much work on the floor yet, but a lot of work being done, more than you think. Also, these stairs are freshly repainted. Look really nice. Looks repainted. Yeah, like this blue is really, really nice as I'm heading into Best of the West to have lunch. They've done a lot of small touch-ups here. You see back there, that's where the turntable is. They actually did start putting flooring in there. It's just all the way on the edge there. You can see it. That's the flooring. They've started a little bit. Slow work. But man, here I am at the back of Best of the West, and we can see there's a good amount of trough back there. There's actually a crane that's currently in the up position right now back there. There seems to be no trough on that part there. There's a couple more there. I think what it seems like they're doing is that they're kind of bringing back the second. There seems to be like drop right here. I don't know if they're bringing that back or not. But yeah, even more confirmation. This is the turntable. They're slowly implementing the flooring. That's definitely the flooring for the ride. No big work outside of that though. Wow, Best of the West burger, absolutely delicious. One of the better things that they have here in the park for sure. And I'm just right outside of this beautifully repainted final drop for the log flume here. It actually looks really, really nice. I don't know if they're gonna do the painting down here, which they very well could, but perhaps it wouldn't hurt. It's a really nice area once this park is part of the ride. Looks like this more spare troughs, perhaps. Kind of collects the water from underneath, supposedly. I don't exactly know what its role is. I haven't seen Ka run in a hot minute. I don't know what's going on back there, but definitely want to try to get on that later if I can. Another crane. I think the crews are off today, so probably would see active work over the weekday when it's not as busy. Why am I gonna ride on the mine train after having a burger? It's very tolerable for me. Alright. I think it's a good time to ride. 2 trains. Should be pretty quick. There's was our one ride on the Runaway Mine Train. Very solid ride, honestly. I mean, yeah, the ride came open with the park, which is very impressive. Hopefully we see this kind of paint scattered more, because it looks really good up front. I do have to say, for a ride that opened up 50 years ago, it's running pretty well. There's a hill right here before this turnaround that is absolutely gnarly. You get fully ejected. It's a really great finale element, and this is just a beautiful finale. Just having this ride go along the river is really nice. Wow, it's a big crane right outside here. They're almost done too. I think it's just that space, and then maybe one or two pieces down at the end, and this first section's done. They're almost done. It doesn't seem like it, but they're getting there. I think that's their worker 10, and then the entrance for the Watkins right there. Slowly but surely. Now outside of Kingda Ka, it seems like they're running 3 trains, which is what I'm, from the looks of things, they could be running 3 trains. So, actually no, they're running 2 trains at the moment. They're not running 3, they're running 2. They have 1 on the opposing side there. So, maybe soon they'll go back to 3, but I guess 2 is better than 1, right? Back here outside of Aldabra Island, guess who's back? Our tortoise friends are back. Wowie, wowie, they're back. I don't know their names, but they're back.
This looks like it's bamboo,
But they also don't need a whole
so
lot.
that all of these trains
Because they
are
don't move a lot. Very
This
quiet.
is like the bark.
And plus you got big shells, the sun doesn't really
Looks like corn.
This is the boardwalk, here's the slingshot, there's Flash. This ride's everywhere. Superman looks, last I saw was about a half-hour wait, and that's not very great for me, especially if it's running 1 train, so I'm gonna pass. Green Lantern's probably not any better. They'd be running another train by now, Green Lantern, if it were running 2 trains. Seems like both rides are running 1 train, which, that's 2 for 2 for B&Ms. Oh boy. And another thing too, Superman was repainted about 2 or 3 years ago, and the paint is already starting to fade on it. Peeling. Like the paint's starting to peel off. It's not very good of a look, but sometimes one thing's better than the. These are different. I don't know what kind of event they have going on, or these are just placeholder decorations, but whatever they are, these are very nice. I guess it's kind of just to fill in the little gaps that are here, but you can tell they're just placeholders. Twister. Just departing. Everything was pretty well. Yeah, 5.5 laps, that's way more than I ever get. So I have to go back to Flash, because I'm just waiting for a train to start running through here, because this whole landscape's going to change. And it's going to be pretty incredible. I'm so excited. I'm so fired up for this. He's actually hanging out right outside of Wonder Woman. He's here occasionally on set weekends and other days as well at certain times. So make sure to be on the lookout for him. Let's get some characters back out again. It's been a while. It's a Dark Knight. What's this going on the inside? One ride on the Dark Knight coaster I think is all I need. It's a wide mouse and a box system theming. It's actually pretty good. Definitely is darker than it has been in the past, which I think is okay. I think it's suitable that it is that way, and I'm totally fair with that. I think it's a good ride. Be sure to check it out. Kind of glad I went through Bugs Bunny National Park because that looks like a fresh sign for the log flow. And it looks really nice too. Really, really nice. I took another lap around the entire park, and honestly, I'm probably gonna make my way out of here. Not a very great time, if I were to be totally honest. I thought I was gonna be here a little bit longer, but I know with Toro being down and lines are actually starting to get longer, oddly enough, knowing that there's still like 2 or 3 hours before the park closes. It's just not worth the risk. The guests are getting smarter, guys. They're getting smarter. They're showing up when it's raining, and they're not showing up when it's sunny. No, they still show up when it's sunny. But yeah, it's probably just best I make my way out. Honestly, I think I've got enough of things for today. And we will make our way out of the park, and we will call it there. But before that, let's see if I can spot anything over by Flash on the way out. The thing is, they have a sign now for all the other entertainment events. I didn't even see this on the way in today. Meeting the Looney Tunes at the front, the Sawmill Duo in Frontier Adventures, and then the Flash Bang Brass Band and the Tone Travelers over by Deja Vu. Very cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be much of anything new over here for Flash on the way out of the park, but we can see that those final supports are in. There's no more support columns. It's just a matter of them having to chop down a couple more trees, and that way they can start construction on the indoor queue building and as well as the station for Flash Vertical Velocity. Still lots of things to go now that the ride is fully 100% built. Now we just got to get the extra stuff in there. That's all that's going to be for today's park update at Six Flags Great Adventure, June 9th of 2024. This is Arkham. Be sure to thank your ride ops and have a great rest of your day. Bye!